of 2 Thessalonians tells us why the glory of the Lord cannot be revealed. He can't be revealed because it's too much of us. He can't be revealed because we too full of pride and we too full of arrogance. He can't be revealed because there's another king on the throne. And when you move yourself, mother, the more you move yourself, the more you die to yourself, the more you're willing to be broken and to be an assistance. I want you, we wearing them aprons and all of that, but I want you to know that's how I was raised in the spirit. I was raised to serve. While I was preaching out there in front of everybody, when the church was over and we would have guests, I would be, you hosting the night. And I'd be like, what? Pastor wants you to host the night. And I'd be upstairs serving tea and coffee and all that and donuts and would you like another donut, Pastor Robinson? Do you know? And they be telling myself, I saw you on TV, I heard. And when they say that, Pastor look right at me like, don't get in the glory moment. I said, God bless you, God bless. Well, let me ask you something. I really can't talk right now because I got to finish serving all these people right here. And in my spirit be fighting. They got me all serving donuts and stuff, trying to disrespect me, trying to treat me like I ain't nothing. That's all right. And the Holy Ghost would give me in prayer and said, and that's the chief I'm coming for right there. That one right there. And I remember when Pastor, we moved to the new church. And the Lord had led me to give the church $25,000. Pastor asked me to give a seed. He wrote it on the envelope, and so I gave it. And then something was wrong with the sound system. They needed $15,000 more, and I gave it. And so when the church moved in, everybody was up and at 'em because Pastor had given me an office. See, people was like, well, why she got office? And why she got office? La, 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 and da, da, da. And so I went in, I spent money, I fixed the office up, I painted, I put wallpaper on, I bought all new furniture, the whole 9 yards. I had shut down my ministry that was operating in another building, moved all my telephone system over to the office and was functioning. And he came back to me and said, give me the keys. And I was like, no, I'm talking about like that, no explanation. She said, oh, y'all's too sensitive. Well, it's the way you said it to me, and you should have said, no, you don't even get it. You don't even get it. That's part of the test. That's part. If I gotta just, baby, I just really want to say this to you, sweet pumpkin, and I just don't want you to be offended. But what I sense in my spirit, oh Lord, help me to have. I want you to know I love you now, and I want you to know I ain't mean to hurt. But there's just a little something that's wrong with your spirit. Please don't be offended, Vincent. No, you got a demon. Get that right. Well, it's the way you said it. That's the whole test. Because he didn't explain nothing to me. See, when you want to die, I'm not hearing nobody talk to me today. When you understand that you're getting ready to die anyway, tell somebody you ain't dying kosher. You know, kosher killings is when the priest put his hands on your head of the sacrifice and he calms the sacrifice and sticks it in one place and he don't even know he been killed. No, we are slaughtered all the day long. We die daily. We feel the pain of our cut. We feel the pain of our cut. And I said, well, Pastor, I just really think that we need to talk and I need to set an appointment with you. And so I set an appointment and he canceled my appointment. And so I finally called him on the phone and I said, well, you're not going to give me any explanation because I don't think that it's fair that you would just take the office from me. You would take the keys from me. I done moved my ministry stuff, the telephone system, my phone calls is coming from there. And he was like, well, you can get them transferred somewhere else. And I said, well, Pastor, I said, but I'm just talking about the integrity. And he said, I don't owe you an explanation. I said, no. So I said, all right. I done gave this church $35,000. Y'all wouldn't have a sound system if it wasn't for my 15 grand. So Sister Nash, I said, I ain't going back to the church. And so for about 3 weeks, I didn't go to church. And one morning, I got up and the Holy Ghost said, that's what I'm after right there. He said, get up and put your stuff on and go to church. So I got to church, honey, and I was just sitting in church. And church was out. I'm going to tell you how God was really breaking me. Church was out. And everybody started heading upstairs because they go upstairs in pastor's office. They said, Pastor Boyd said, come upstairs and eat dinner with them. I get to the top of the steps, Sister Shonda, and they done turned my office into like a dining room. Okay, y'all, you don't even know. You don't even know. They had dining room table, chairs, the table was set, and everybody was in there, sitting down eating. Pictures on the wall and everything. He said, come on in, prophets, have a seat. My spirit said, this is a demon if I ever seen one. You gonna take my office, upset my whole ministry, and then come and invite me to eat in the office that you took from me. I sat down, they brought me a plate, I started eating, and a few minutes later the tears came, and God said to me, because you want to be something so bad. You want everybody in the church to know you arrived. So something's got to be done by the pastor to separate you from everybody, to make you look like you special. And you got it. And you done arrived. This is your office with your name on it. He said, but I had to dethrone you in front of everybody. You know what that did for me? That made everybody in church say, she must be something out there. She ain't all that in here because Pastor I'm just telling you, honey. And I said, but God, and then I tried to get, but God, my ministry said, you ain't concerned about your ministry phones. That ain't why you offended. You offended because you was almost important. You was almost the person that come to the top of the executive steps, and there's pastor's office, and then there's your office. For 2.5 years, they ate lunch and dinner in that office. And I took my little ministry phones and had it transferred in the basement of my house. And I answered my phones, and God broke me in that basement. And one Wednesday night, I came to Bible study, and I was sitting there talking, and, you know, Pastor was ministering and whatever, and the church turned out, and Pastor passed me up the aisle and shook my hand and put my key in my hand. He said, go on up there to your office. Baby, I went up there. I was humble as pie. He said, anybody, you can come on in. No, it's the church's office. Don't, girl, come on. You can sit down again. Everybody can come in. Come on in. They spill something. That's all right. I can get the carpet clean. It ain't nothing. My little chief was broke. That thing was gone. Do you hear me? It was gone. I said, God, what you trying to do? I got that little office, and people just said, you know, are you going upstairs to Prophetess Bynum? I said, no, the office at the top of the steps. I wouldn't even call it Prophetess Bynum's office. And when I left and got married, and I was leaving the ministry, and I was still going to be doing Tuesday morning prayer, Pastor said, ain't nobody getting there yet. Because by that time, everybody, well, who's going to get Prophetess Bynum's office? He said, ain't nobody going to get her office. He said, as long as God says to me, I don't care where she go, she'll always have this space. You see what I'm saying? You get elevated when you don't want it. Because I'm going to tell you, the quickest way to be ignored is start wanting to be noticed.